Well, a big conference is headed to Albuquerque this weekend, and instead of having a lot of people excited, it has them very concerned. That's because the conference has to do with reforming sex offender laws. In fact, people are so concerned about who might be coming to Albuquerque this weekend that police are going to talk about it tonight. Yes, Albuquerque police tell us that a lot of people have raised concerns about this conference coming to the Duke City, and police want to make sure that everyone knows that they're going to be out there to make sure everyone is safe. The National Conference of Reformed Sex Offenders is scheduled to have about 100 people meet at the Ramada Inn near Hotel Circle in Eubank, just north of I-40 this weekend. Now, one of the things the group believes is that sex offenders should not have to register once they have served their time in prison, and that these registries should be private and not public. Police will be monitoring the event. In response to all the concern about this, they're going to have a town hall meeting tonight to explain what they'll be doing. That's right. That APD meeting will be held starting at 6 at El Dorado High School's Performing Arts Center. Now, the Reformed Sex Offenders Law website states that a large majority of people attending the conference are just ordinary citizens and professionals who are seeking ways to prevent and reduce sexual offenses, protect children, and more wisely spend the millions currently wasted on public registration. Of course, we will have more on this town hall meeting in our later newscast right here on KRQE News 13. Well, did a New Mexico State police officer take a picture of a man right after another officer shot and killed him and then send that picture out on his cell phone? Well, that is what a lot of people are wondering this morning. Now, warning for you, the picture is blurred, but it is graphic. Now, a source tells us that the man in this photo is Samuel Pauly, that it was taken right after state police shot and killed him at his home in Glorieta last October. The source says a police officer took the picture on his cell phone, then sent it out to others. State police will not say if that is true or even if it is Samuel Pauly in the picture, but we checked with the police reports from that day. They described Samuel Pauly's body lying in a similar position and wearing the same type of clothes. State police say they are having the district attorney's office help figure out if that picture is of Samuel Pauly. A man who fell off of a cliff in the Sandia Mountains is still recovering this morning. 26-year-old Brandon Hall from Arlington, Texas, suffered a severe head injury and was trapped in a canyon after the 40-foot fall Sunday. An ER-trained doctor happened to be nearby when it happened. He was able to stabilize the victim until emergency responders arrived. A guard medic was able to airlift Hall to safety, and we are told he is now in satisfactory condition. A bear is recovering this morning after turning an area near the downtown Santa Fe Plaza into a zoo. The bear was seen near Alameda and Guadalupe streets. That's just 3 blocks from the plaza early yesterday morning. And after that, hundreds of people watched as game and fish officers tried to capture the bear. This includes actor Val Kilmer here, who lives in Santa Fe. Finally, 3 hours later, game and fish officers were finally able to tranquilize the bear.
Her left front paw had a large piece of skin torn off, and most likely as she was walking, it was causing her an excessive amount of pain, so she found a nice shady spot. She decided to stay there and rest.
Officers say the bear was probably just looking for a new home, and besides her hurt foot, she is doing quite well. Game and Fish are going to wait for that foot to get better, then release her back into the mountains. When you head outside this morning, take a good look around your home for plants growing on power poles because they could be extremely dangerous. Take a look at this vine growing on a power pole near Carlisle and Candelaria. It may look nice, but if it gets too close to the actual power lines, P&M says it could be deadly when it starts to rain.
In particular, if they come in contact with 2 parts of the power line, it can create a phase, and that can create an arc flash.
P&M would like you to plant things away from power poles to prevent any problems. Driving in Santa Fe today, here's a warning for you. There's now a 3rd speed van that will be watching your speed in school zones and other busy areas. It's something this guy probably won't be too happy about. Remember him? He's the man in his PJs or nightshirt who shot at one of the old speed vans earlier this year. It was all caught on surveillance video, too. Police say Scott Powell told them that he was upset because he got a ticket from a speed van near his home. You can now buy beer in growlers. Those are those big refillable glass bottles at places in Nob Hill. Tractor Brewing fought the city's rules that prohibited the sale of the half-gallon glass bottles, which are filled on site. But the city council amended the rules in Nob Hill and is now allowing the brewery and others to sell growlers under a conditional use as long as it's local beer and wine that they have.